guys, welcome once again. And today we are on a new show, and it's called Deb's House. The Deb's House, right? And it's on wetv and all black. And I say this show, I didn't expect it to be this interesting, but if you are not watching the show, please go and watch it. It's one of the hottest shows right now that is airing. I'm telling you guys. But anyways, let's not waste much time. Let's go ahead because we're kind of behind. It's been like 2 episodes now, and this is the second episode. So we're gonna be covering episode 1 and also covering the episode 2 that aired yesterday. So
Okay.
how did you feel about the show, Living for You? Yeah.
Oh my God. First off, I love Miss Deb. Okay. She is a gangster. She keeps it real. You know what I'm saying? And she don't hold no punches. And I like that attitude. I like that demeanor. You know. I thought the show was great. You know, I thought it was great. It was exciting. You have so many different personalities you're dealing with. You know, um, first off, let's talk about Miss Deb. You know, her idea of getting this show together. I thought it was
Yeah.
a genius move. You know what I'm saying? Um, her panel, her team. She had Shakara J, which she had there as a mentor. She was a
She
dancer
had
for Miss.
JJ,
Yeah, she was a
Titi, Titi.
sh- sh-
She
sh-
had
Shannara.
no, I'm talking about Titi Tor. Is it Torres? Titi, the lady that was part of the judges.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She danced for Missy Elliott and everything. You know, and I thought that was a great accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she had the right people there to help her go through the vast of these girls. And it was really interesting. But I loved the show.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead to talk about the female. Like you said, I love the fact that I love the concept that they are bringing female rappers together to kind
Mhm.
of bond them, so as for them to understand, and I love Miss Deb, the way she was standing on business and she was like, you know what? We are not here for all those, the most of the raps we hear today is mostly they're talking about their pools, all those kind of things. And she's like, that's not what we're here for. I'm here for business. And
Right.
she stood on that business. I really love the
Mhm.
energy. She's like, yeah, we're not here for, having beefs, fighting. That's not what we're here for. It's mostly what is trending outside. If a rapper isn't fighting with another rapper, especially female rappers, if a female rapper is not fighting with another rapper, you're not gonna make it big. So it's
Right.
great that we get to see her call out that bullshit that a lot of us tend to like when we see female rappers fighting against themselves, we're cheering on. She's here to call out that stuff, and like that it doesn't have to be like that. It just
Right.
has to be put out your good music, let us enjoy it. Who doesn't enjoy rap? We
Exactly.
all, yeah, we all enjoy rap. Let us enjoy the rap and have fun in this rap music. So I do like the concept. Like I was like, Jesus, thank you. And I love it. Now, going to the girls that came in, let's talk about them one by one, especially all the people that they really highlighted, because I don't think they showed us the whole 15 girls, actually. Well, we
Okay.
have the first person, Queen Easy. I kind of like her because she's Nigerian, like me,
Uh-huh.
and she's Nigerian, like me. When I saw that she was Nigerian, I was like, oh, this girl's parents will now be proud. Not like not be proud, like they would not be happy because in a typical Nigerian home, Nobody
Hmm.
wants to hear that you're going to be a rapper.
Okay.
You want to enter music, you want to be a musician. It's not a to-go profession. Most Nigerian homes,
Hmm.
if either you already have your there's a rapper in Nigeria here. He literally went to school, got his law degree, got
Mm.
everything. He schooled abroad, got his law degree, gave it. When it was done, he came and gave it to his dad. And I was like, yeah, I've done what you wanted.
Oh no.
Now allow me to do what I want. Because in
Oh.
a Nigerian home, they don't want to hear music,
Mm.
rap,
Okay.
especially the rap. They always feel like, yeah, you don't have future ambitions to go for that. So when I heard she was a Nigerian, I was like, mm, there's gonna be a lot of storyline because I'm pretty sure that everybody in her family will not actually be accepting of
Right.
it. And but I did like her rap. She did absolutely gorgeous. Like her rapping, I love that she infused. I think the thing that made me love it very well is that she infused the Afrobeat stuff in it. And I'm one person, I love Afrobeats because I'm African. I love
Right.
Afrobeat a lot. So I love that she infused that Afrobeat stuff with her rapping. And I'm looking at her like I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay, girl, let me see what you can do. But I was happy that she was the first rapper and she was the first person to get the mic.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about her performance, her rapping?
Well, when I first seen Queen Izzy, I thought she was a beautiful black queen. You know, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, she's about to rock the mic, and then drop it. You know what I'm saying? And she did exactly that. Her beats were so cool. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
makes the body move, and she rapped real good. She represented real good. You know, now understand under all of that is knowledge. You know what I'm saying? She seems very intelligent. She says she left, you know, uh, a prestigious job that her parents, her father in general, is not going to be too happy with. I understand, and I applaud the audacity of her going after her dreams. You know, because you only do live once. You know,
yeah.
so you know, hats off to her. As soon as I seen her, I was like, okay, you're gonna love her. I said it's gonna either go one or two ways with Yuzo. Either Yuzo is gonna be like, okay, wait a minute, another Nigerian. I hope she doesn't mess this up, or Yuzo is gonna go, hey, I love her.
Yeah,
So
me one thing about me is when I see Nigerians on shows that are not Nigerian shows, I'm always like, ah, God, I hope this person doesn't go and embarrass,
well,
or the person goes and does exceptionally well. So I'm happy that she is pursuing her dreams, although I know it's gonna come with a lot of cost, knowing how Nigerian parents can be sometimes.
right,
But I guess we're gonna get a full context to everything going on as the
right,
show
right. But
is
Yuzo,
going.
I feel the same way when I look at American girls, Black American girls. I'm like, what are you doing? Why you got to be like that? Why you got to act like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not like I am like the best person in the world, but golly,
yeah,
sometimes it's not the representation that uh, I grew up with and that I see on a normal basis.
mm-hmm.
It's like over exaggerated. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Over made up. It's like you could put on so much makeup where you're pretty, but you can
yeah,
do so
yeah,
much
exactly,
where you're looking like a clown. you know.
exactly, exactly. Well, the next contestant was Big Mali. This one person I also did like. I loved her, and and I loved her rapping, and I was happy that she did actually also get um the mic. I was literally happy. And some of these ladies, when she said her story about the fact that she wanted to pursue her dream, she started to pursue her dream at a very young age. And it takes guts to tell yourself at the age of 13, 14, telling yourself that, you know what? I'm going to pursue my dreams
Mm-hmm.
irrespective of anybody around me, my surroundings. And she did that. And I know that it was not easy. We
Right.
speak, it was not easy for her. I'm pretty sure that if she sits down and tell the story of how she hopped and hopped, you would feel so sad for her. But at least
Mm-hmm.
she got through those obstacles, living home at that young age, trying to pursue your dream and still being here alive, not
Yeah.
in jail, not on drugs.
Right.
Like, you should give yourself a round of applause. Like, I really, like, I was drawn to her so much that she's where she is right now without being in jail, without having been to jail. She's not on drugs. It took guts, and I know that it was the determination she had all those years living her parents at that young age. That means she had so much determination in her. And I hope she does absolutely well on the show. And I think she's one of the people that I feel like I would love on the show. And she raps well. Absolutely
Right.
raps well.
Right. And I love that she is like real grounded, real down to
Mm-hmm.
earth. You know, it kind of her story kind of like, ooh, brought tears to me. Like, goodness, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she lets people know that, hey, yeah, the struggle's real, but then there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just
Yeah,
got
at
to
the end
keep
of the tunnel,
pushing
yeah.
through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just got to keep pushing through. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to hear more of her story and really get to know who she is because, like I said, she laid it down on the line.
Yeah. Well, the next person is Diamond. I want to apologize beforehand. I'm not good in pronouncing people's name. That's a flaw I have. I'm really bad in pronunciation of people's name. So in case I miscall or misspell or I don't know, miss anywhere in calling any of them's name, I apologize beforehand. So we have Diamond Don Dada, I think. And she came in. You know what pissed me off about Diamond Don Dada is that she was warned. I think Miss Deb warned them beforehand that I'm not here for rap. I don't want to hear this. Okay, I think it was after her she gave the warning, right? Because
Yeah,
she
I
already
think
said,
so.
like, once I heard you got on my post, I was like, oh no, that's a fail. I was pretty sure that she was not going to get it, yes. Because the change in Miss Deb's face was very evident. Like, no, you're not for me. I'm not interested in that. And she got a no. And Miss Deb was like, that was the time she gave everybody a warning. I'm not here for that. That's not what I want to hear. And
Right.
when she said that, I was kind of scared because in most of the raps we heard here today, or most of the ladies coming out, this up and coming rap female artists that we hear nowadays, they are always talking about the same thing. It's not talking about the D, they're talking about the P, all those kind of things.
Right.
So I was really like, now that she has said, remove that from the equation. I don't want to hear about the D. I don't want to hear about the P. Will these ladies be able to rap? That was what I was scared of.
Mm-hmm.
After she
Yeah.
gave Diamond Don Dada that warning, I was like, ooh, so many people are going to lose track of what they're going to say because it's like you have planned something, you've rehearsed something, then you get to where you're supposed to present it, and they just changed the script on you. It's the most
Yeah. Well,
disappointing thing.
yeah. Well, they first off, you should have just gave your clean version of your rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's ways to get your, it's just like cursing. You know, If you
Yeah.
don't know uh, the dictionary and you don't know how to pronounce words, your language is going to be, you'll have a small ball of language that you can just keep using over and over. But once you broaden your horizons, and learn how to articulate words, and use them in a sentence and apply them, then your conversation becomes much larger. So they should have gave the clean version, you know, coming to Miss Deb like that. You know what I'm saying? The respectable
Yes.
version, and if she asks for a little more raunchy, then yeah, hit her with it, But other than that, they should have been coming kind of clean,
Mm-hmm.
you
It's
know?
true. What you said is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Miss Deb has an agenda that needs to be followed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these girls aren't really getting.
Yeah. Well, moving forward, the next was Billboard Baby.
Oh my.
From the beginning, when it first was showing all of them from the beginning, I was like, this lady be loud. But I did not see it as a default because sometimes rappers are loud. You
Hmm.
know, they are very talkative because that lyrics is always coming, the flow is always coming. So I just felt okay, like this was never this. I didn't see it as a problem. I didn't see it as an ick to me because I was like, yes, it sometimes comes with the profession again. And but one thing I was like, something I didn't like, I don't like is that when you are too much, you know, too much pompous. Should I call it being pompous or being prideful? Um, I'm like, you don't even know everybody there is unique in their own way. All those 15 ladies that came there, all of them are unique in their own ways. Those that didn't make it to the house doesn't mean that that's where their life ends. They will still go out there and still continuously try to do what they have to do to get to the stage they want to be. So she was like, she came with this energy. I think her and this other lady, they came with this prideful energy that I didn't like. Billboard Baby and what's the name? Oh, I'm trying to remember her.
Rocky?
Hot Chalk.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
hot chalk? They
Right,
came
right,
with this
right.
prideful because hot chalk was already like, I'm the winner. Run me. No, I was like, yeah. I understand you are professing to yourself. I understand self-affirmation, like you're telling yourself that, yeah, I'm here and I want to win this and I have to win this. That's something that should be on your head. But all those ladies are not there to play too. They are also there to win the same money that or win whatever thing that you're going to get out of this. The same thing you're coming from. So I didn't like that pricing stuff from Billboard Baby and Hot Choc. Is it? Am I pronouncing it well? Hot Choc, copy Hot Choc. I
Yeah,
don't
like
even know.
chocolate, but chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't like, but Billboard. I'm not gonna lie, Billboard Baby. She's a good rapper, but I think that just like I said, I felt like she was a prideful person. Miss Deb felt it, but she decided to give her a chance, which we will talk about later on. But how did you feel about the performance of Billboard Baby and how she represented herself as a first impression?
I feel like first off, Billboard Baby. I love her name. Okay, but she was a
I
little
love the
bit,
name, yeah. The
yeah,
name is unique.
yeah. But she was a little bit much. She was like, uh, yeah, bro. Miss Deb already corrected her and said, "Hey, I'm not your bro. Don't call me that." You know, I just felt like she was a little bit too much. She was, look, you got people who you can tell are hard. No
Mhm.
doubt about it. They don't have to say a word. And
Yeah.
then you got those
Yeah,
who
hardcore, yeah.
I'm gonna be I'm show you that I'm hard. I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna do my shoulders like this. I'm gonna puff up and you know what I'm saying. You do all that
Mhm.
only to cry. And I do understand that some people, they want some people. if they cry, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
So,
yeah.
but her crying was a pleading type of cry. When I'm sorry. Like, which way are you gonna be? Are you gonna be hard? Or are you gonna be a softie? Make up your mind because you're confusing me.
Yeah.
You're confusing me.
Oh my God.
But yeah, she can rap. She can rap,
Now
but
she can rap.
yeah, but she was just taking things to the limit. You barely know these girls. And another thing, I kind of tripped out like when the girls was all like sitting amongst each other. They were not the nicest. You know what I'm saying? They were like sizing each other up and stuff. I'm like, damn, like what is
It's
going
a
on?
competition. It's a
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, but you don't have to
It's
size each
understandable.
other up like that. I mean, I was like, oh my
If I
God,
walk into the room, I wanna make you feel like I'm bigger, I'm better. Like I wanna give you that space. Like I think it's a tactics that we have naturally. Like you wanna make the person feel like, yeah, I'm winning this, and maybe the person feels like, wow, I'm scared and like chickens out or fucks up. Oh
yeah,
no.
yeah,
It's just a normal neutral thing that happens during competition. It's now you on your own that decides, okay, fine. You look at me in the eyes, you're sizing me up, I'm gonna size you up back. So
exactly.
we ain't giving
You
up on each
know,
other. So
and then another thing, some of the girls how they were dressed. I can't remember who it was. I was like, are we going to the strip club? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you wearing? You rapping? You know what I'm saying? Eyes ain't supposed to be all right up right there and right over there. Eyes are supposed to be at your face, feeling the words that are coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I was, oh my goodness, it was a lot.
but uh so the next person was Honeybee.
Okay.
I kind of like Honeybee somehow. She has a certain kind of energy, but I love her. And she can rap also, and she also got her mic. But I don't think, for me, I don't really think I have anything to say about her because she didn't really show me her personality so much in the first episode. So the only thing I just like about her is that she raps okay, and I loved that. I was happy for her that she got her mic to get into Deb's house.
Right. Um, I liked Honeybee. I thought she was cute. You know, I like that she was basically one of the young ladies who, rapped about like her experience, and she wasn't talking
Mm-hmm.
about her P or the D or,
Yeah.
she kind of made her rap more relatable to her
About,
life.
yeah.
So I kind of like that. I mean, because you can't rap about nothing you ain't been through,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
You need to, the first thing you want to rap about is about what you've been through. So it's like
Exactly.
it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easily flowing because it's you. It's
Yeah,
about you. The
yeah,
lyrics will not be hard for you.
yeah. And I know it's like different types of rap. There's, the more easygoing rap, then there's that gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't never been around gangsters and you never lived in the hood and you never
Good,
seen
yeah.
stuff and been through stuff, you can't sing about it. Come on, it shows.
Yeah. Another person that came there and started rapping about the P was Celine, and she was kicked out as fast as she came on that podium. And I felt like, lady, this was the thing I was like, some of the ladies would have lost their touch. Immediately, Miss Deb said that they could not rap about the P or D or anything. I
Hmm.
felt that was what I was saying. I felt like most of them would have lost their touch because most of them would have come there with that so much energy, and now they lost the touch. So I was like, you were already warned. You had a lot of time to like find another thing to talk
Mhm.
about, but no, you still came there. And I was disappointed because she had other female rappers come up before her. So even if you had something planned, you could have just there and there, since it was not your time, make another composure or fixing another word,
Mhm.
but she wasn't that. I, I'm, I was even glad she was kicked out because I felt like we were warned, but she still came and did the same thing.
Yeah, her rap wasn't really all that strong. It was just she couldn't think of words fast enough to replace words that she couldn't even think of.
Yeah. And the next person is T Sexy. T Sexy. Her name. Oh, I don't like the name, but she's very beautiful and she can rap. She can rap, and she was another lady that got. I think she was one of the people that I did even like her rap the most, and she got her mic.
Hmm.
But first impression, I didn't really feel that much from her, except her rap. I didn't really feel that much from her in the first episode. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I can't even remember her from the first episode. Like, what the heck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to go back and
there were
rewatch.
some girls that came, even with the rap and everything, they still made an impression. Like you could feel them, that you knew them,
Right,
and there
right,
were some that just came, they did their rapping. Not saying that they were not good rapping, they were still exceptionally good rapping, but they didn't have that. You're gonna be somebody that was gonna be in my memory for a very long time.
right. Agree.
They didn't have that. Um, so let's move forward. We go to Deja. You know what I want to talk about, Deja? Is that how are you gonna come on the show and forget your lyrics?
Yeah.
And for the fact that you talked so much stuff during the confessionals, how good you are, I was expecting, and oh my god, I was disappointed. She was the first person that froze on her lyrics. And it was very disappointing because you talked so much shit during your confessionals that you were a good rapper, you're blah, 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 whatever nonsense you were talking about, just for you, just for you to go up there and freeze up. Freeze up. You forgot your lyrics and Miss Deb was like, nah, nah, be gone.
Yeah, that was something. She just straight drew a blank. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God,
Yeah.
this is like the performance of your life. You know what I'm saying? You could have ad lib, because I sung for years, you know, and a lot of stuff I would just do ad libs, which sounded better than the original words. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You
So
have to be quick on your feet.
yeah, she could have just ad libbed, and nobody would have ever knew. Let's say that was a concert of 1,000 people. Oh my God, she would have got booed the hell up out of there. You know.
I'm telling you. I'm really telling you. But the next person is Slim Saucy. Slim Saucy. This was one of the person I didn't like. This was the lady we were trying to say her dressing was not making sense. She literally wore short knicker, like, but I didn't like her rap. I didn't like her rap. And she was talking about, I'm a bad bee, I'm a this. When you start rapping of how you're a bad bee, you are hop on this, you've hop on this D. I always be like, so what's the moral of this music? What's the moral
Oh my
of this
God.
music? I love music a lot.
Yes, me
I'm
too.
one person. Before I go to bed, I always listen to a lot of music. I
Mhm.
wake up in the morning, I'm listening to music, whether any
Mhm.
genre. I don't. I'm not saying I love rap. That I listen to everywhere. R&B, pop, rap,
Right.
everything. I listen to all of them. And so, if I want to be listening to your music and everything you have to say is how you're up on the D, how your P is that sweet, I'm like, what's the moral of me listening to your music? What's the moral? So I
Yeah.
think that's what made Miss Deb was like, you know what? You are not meant for the show.
Mhm. And I
You were
agree.
not meant.
I agree. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to know what you accomplished. Okay, okay. Let's say, yeah, yours is the sweetest round. What did you accomplish with it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, did it help you get a degree? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all got our own story that we can rap to. You know what I'm saying? But yours has no ending.
Yeah.
That's a positive of what you're saying. You know, so yeah, I agree with Miss Deb. But it was just like too much too soon.
Now the next person is Trellia. She didn't make an impression on me. And she also rapped about the P. Like, see, one thing I love Miss Deb for is that she stood on business.
Mm-hmm.
You rap about the P, out of here. Get going
Mm-hmm.
home. I ain't interested. Be packing. So
Yeah.
I love that she stood on that business, irrespective of who you are or
Mm-hmm.
whether you are on a different level. She didn't care. As far as you rapped about that, you were off. She didn't even give you a thought. So I
Right.
loved that about
Mm-hmm.
her, that she stood on business.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I love it that because I want to see a fresh, let's see that female rappers can rap about real life, like other things apart from the P and the D. So I love that she's trying to imbue that thing in them from the beginning. So it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. The next person I'm going to talk about is Rocky. Rocky. In the episode one, because I just want to talk about what happened in the episode one.
Mm-hmm.
In the episode one, Rocky came. I loved her story. Her talking about how she, she went through a lot in life,
Yeah.
and you can see it on her face. She has grown so strong.
Mm-hmm.
You will know that this person has gone through a lot of things in life. But
Right.
I still commend her because going through all those things and still pursuing your dreams and not allowing those things, kind of to tell your life or make your life go a different way. That there could have been other ways her life could have gone, but she decided that you know what, I'm gonna pursue my dream and stick by it. And
Mm-hmm.
she's a good rapper. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Right.
She was a good rapper. Or she's a good rapper. And when they did ask her about her prior, whether she had the criminal charge she had, you know what? I love that before you bring somebody on your show, you literally do a background check on the person because we've seen so many shows where
Mm-hmm.
people are on the show. Then from the show, people start finding out that these people have literal issues. They've done some bad things, and you'd be like, how did this person even make it on the
Right.
show?
Mm-hmm.
So I love the fact that Miss Deb and her team literally did their homework and did background checks and checked up on everybody they brought in that house. So everybody they brought in, they know what you've done. They know whatever crime, whether you stole or anything, they know it. And
Right.
they already know, okay, we don't want this. Because when they asked that question, I was like surprised and I was happy because we don't really see that on reality TV shows where they call you out directly on your
On your first
bullshit.
day. Yeah.
Yes. So I was happy they did that. And and she gave her explanation. At least she was able to, you know what I also like it is that she was able to give her explanation without people, people would go back and dig on it and come out and report on, be like, oh, has a conviction, Rocky is being charged. Like, people will then spin the story the way they want to spin it. So it
Right.
is also good that they gave her the opportunity to there and there explain what
Right.
was going on or what caused her to be in that situation, so that in future nobody will be able to use that in any shape or form to kind of, you know derail her fame or where she's going. So I love that they nipped that on the board.
Right.
Like, absolutely loved it.
Hmm. Yeah, I liked Rocky when I first seen her. I was like, okay, all right, she bossing up, you know, and I like her personality. I like her directness and her truthfulness, you know, but I can tell that I could tell that she was like a firecracker. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
never
Mm-hmm.
know when she's gonna pop.
Explode, yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay, I got to keep my eyes on her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I like Rocky.
Yeah, I do like Rocky. Then the next is Dank. Dank. I was surprised to see someone like her. Like you said, people like me are hardly in rap. I was surprised to see her, you know, and I love that she took that courage. Not Sometimes you might feel inferior because of situation. She didn't allow that detail her. She literally walks in there and did her thing. Although I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling the rap. Sorry, I
Hmm.
wasn't feeling her rap. But for the courage that she didn't care, this is gonna be on TV and people might criticize her. You get. She didn't care about that, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna chase my dream. I'm gonna show you guys that people like me can also be female rappers.
Right,
So that was great.
right. Um, I loved her when I first seen her. I was like, okay, that's right. Let them know with big girls can do things too. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
she wasn't gonna keep letting her size um
Yeah.
predict the outcome of her life. She's like, hey, I'm gonna go for it,
Hmm.
and I liked her personality, but it did have me a little bit worried, when it can kind of seemed like she was panning for air. That
Yeah,
kind of made me a little
exactly.
bit worried. Yeah, a little bit concerned, but other than that, I love her personality. She needs work with her raps. Yeah, you know, but
I
and
was surprised she
that's
got a mic. I was shocked. This was one
were
of the
you?
shockers I had. Yeah, I was. I wasn't expecting her to get a mic. Because literally, like I said, I didn't enjoy her rap at all. I don't
Hmm.
think she was amongst the best. So I was really surprised when she was given a mic.
Yeah, I mean, considering all the rules that you didn't know about going into the battle of performing for Miss Deb, because there were rules that none of
Yeah.
them knew about. They weren't supposed to know the rules. They're supposed to just come in, show your craft, and then be judged. you know. So considering that she has so many slots, there's some girls that they need to be polished up. Some girls need more encouragement, I guess. Some girls need different things from Deb, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna deliver with exactly what they need. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not growing, when she's dropping these gems on them, I guess that's when she's gonna be getting rid of them you know. So I want to give Thank Demas a chance. I want to give her a chance.
Let's see how she goes on with the rap stage. How she goes on her rap.
Hmm.
Then the next person is Electra. This is one person too. I also think she was not supposed to get the mic. I didn't think Electra or whatever. I don't think she deserved that mic. I'm sorry. She did a bare minimum. She also forgot her lyrics. So why did she get the mic? I did not understand Miss Deb's judgment in this
I think
at all.
I think
I
maybe
think
because she's
probably
a
she.
YouTube star. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? She has
that's
her
why.
own
That's
following.
that's the same thing I was thinking. But I was thinking. See, just like you said, I also thought, okay, maybe because she's a YouTube star, she's popular on TikTok. I feel
Hmm.
like, but that was not the premises of the show, right? It's not
No.
about who is popular, whether how many followers you have on YouTube, how many followers you have on Instagram, or whatever. The premise is about building and teaching this rap ladies the proper way to do your rap, and being their manager and showing them the ropes and putting them on the map as female rappers. That was supposed to be the
Yeah.
premise. So I don't know how you thought, but for me, her rap was zero.
It's my granddaughter. She listens to what do they call it? A kitty bop. I put her under the kitty bop uh, category because, yeah, it just didn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? She's like a young little girl that raps for fun.
Exactly. Like she grew up seeing people rap, just like I see some people rapping and I love it, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm rapping. Doesn't mean that I can go out tomorrow and hold a mic and be like, yeah, I'm a rapper.
Right.
Yeah, I want to be a rapper. I love rap music. Doesn't mean that just because I love it and I'm going to hold a mic, I'm like, yeah, I'm a rapper. That's what I think she did.
Hmm.
And she already has the fame. So for me, she didn't deserve that. I'll be surprised if she survives for long in the house.
Yeah, like I said, you got so many slots, you got to fill them. you know, and I just think
I'll be
she was
sur-
a filler.
I'm surprised. Then we had Hot Choke. Do you know that this was the one thing I understood that she could they were either gonna choose her and who's Camille. But first question, between who's Camille and Hot Choke, which of their raps did you enjoy? Hot Chokes or who's Camille?
Oh my. Uh, I'm trying to remember both of them. I don't think either one of them was all that memorable. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Neither of them was all that memorable. I think Hot Shots was more street. You
Yeah,
know,
who's Camille did not grow up in the hood, so
no,
she might not be. She's a church girl, this kind of
no,
things. A
she's
pastor
rapping.
kid, all this thing.
Yeah, she's rapping about
But
stuff she done heard, before. You know what I'm saying? She's not rapping about an experience.
but I did like. I liked Hawk Choke, but I also loved Camille because there's a way her aura when she was rapping for me did it for me. But I expected that Miss Deb would have chosen um Hot Choke. So I was surprised that she went with Camille. I was really
Mhm.
surprised. But at the end of the day, in the first episode, we had the 8 ladies that were going to go into um Miss Deb's house. Now in the episode 2, we have them going into Miss Deb's house, right?
Right.
Then we had one thing that made me laugh. The first day you went into the Miss Deb's house, the ladies came in and they were like admiring the house. I want to say, firstly, Miss Deb's house is gorgeous,
Yes.
very gorgeous. And they came into the house Everybody was trying to scope out the whole place, I understand everybody's happy, You're like, at least I finally got into the house. That's a great thing.
Right.
Then we then had, what's her name? Billboard Baby.
Hmm.
So over hyper. I knew it. She has so much energy.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not a bad thing, but when you have so much energy, not everybody understands you.
True.
Not everybody would understand the flow you are giving them. Like someone like me, I don't think I would like to be sitting down close to somebody as Billboard Baby, because your hyperness might, for me, I might be feeling a kind of ick towards it
Hmm.
because of the kind of person I am. Not
Right.
saying that her being hyper is a bad thing. That's who she is. But
Right.
everybody has different personalities, and sometimes don't mix. You might be there's nothing to this. I don't, like I do something to you, I'll be like, it's nothing. It's in my head, I'm feeling like I didn't really do anything to you. But to you, you found it very offensive and you were sad by it. It happens. I've seen it happen so many times. Where somebody says something and the person didn't find it offensive, but the other person took it in a way because of we have different personalities.
Right.
So Billboard Baby, so hyper. They went in to like celebrate, and she was like, "Let's play. Who's interested in playing Snow?" She didn't even wait to even hear an answer.
Yeah.
At least that was the part that was like, at least you asked a question. At least hear the answer first.
Right.
You didn't hear the answer, and you took a Snow and you threw. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And when we're trying to tell you that that didn't make sense, you got pissed off and you said yapping and yapping. Man, that yapping, even me, when she was yapping in the house, I said, wow, me that is watching from my screen, I'm actually like, I feel so irritated by the yapping. More so those that were directly in the presence with her. How would they have felt with her constantly, continuously doing that? And when she then had that altercation with Rocky, the two of Rocky already has a high temper. Man, I was like, what the hell? But what kind of, I said what's going on here was when Rocky was calmed down and thought that all was forgotten. Just for 2 hours later, she comes again and starts saying the same thing. I was like, Billboard Baby, would you calm down? I know you're very happy to be here, but calm down.
Yeah. Like when they first came into the house, I felt like a lot of the young ladies probably have never seen such a beautiful home in their
Apartment,
life.
yeah.
Beautiful furniture, beautiful surroundings, so to a lot of them, it was like, wow, this is what I can accomplish, you know, if I'm here doing my thing. Now a lot of them, I noticed some of them went straight to the kitchen, straight to the alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, trying to figure out what's what, like, are there assigned rooms? Do we just go and, you know, get our own room? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just a bunch of personalities all shoved in a box. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I think Billboard Baby came in there. She was just like a tornado, basically. You know, I mean, she was just chattering away, up in everybody's business, uh, you know, um, just doing too much, and then by the time they got upstairs, and they decided to go on the balcony, have their little toast, you know, Next thing I knew, she was talking about a snowball fight, and she clocked the girl in the head with a big old hard piece of ice. Okay, now see, I've had that happen to me before. That ice is like getting hit in the head with a brick. Okay, when it's that frozen and stiff, yes, it's like a brick to the head. She's lucky the girl didn't toss her off of the second floor, you know, because she hit her kind of hard. She was like, oh, I'm going to get her back. And I was like, dun, dun, dun. Okay, the fights are going to start, because she is just too much. Like, that's like putting your hands on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or getting too close in somebody's personal space. That's something you just don't do. You're just meeting all these girls. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to know these personalities.
Mm-hmm.
See who you vibe with and who you don't. So to me, none of these girls took that stance about, hey, I got to see who I'm vibing with. You know,
Yeah. Oh wow. What happened to if a girl? She just left the room. Anyways, let's continue why she tries to come back in. So Billboard Baby literally um having that altercation with is it Rocky? I felt like that would be disastrous because Rocky is already a hot tempered person. Then we had Billboard Baby that was not backing down. So I was very surprised that they did not really exchange blows.
I'm
What
sorry.
happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I just went blank. And I was like, oh, let me
Oh,
go
okay.
back. Let me go back. What was the end part of that you were saying?
No, I was saying that I was surprised that blows were not even exchanged during that altercation between Rocky and Billboard Baby.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, she was testing her, Billboard Baby was
Yeah,
testing Rocky's patience. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, Lord, please don't let her live up to the name Rocky. Because you remember, Rocky was the fighter.
yeah.
I was like, don't let
And
her live up to her name. Because Billboard Baby
but
would have been part of a billboard.
but we then see Miss Deb coming to the room and like, you know what? I've been watching you guys for how many hours and you guys have been fighting. And
Mhm.
like, okay, what's going on? And they literally were still fighting in front of Miss Deb. Like Billboard Baby was started shedding tears. Like I didn't like those tears she was shedding. It felt like what um this lady said she was trying to victimize herself. Like you've done something, live with your decision. Why are you trying to cry to make yourself the victim?
Exactly. Either you're going to be hard or you're going to be the baby. Which one you going to
Yeah,
be? Don't try and act like you've been misunderstood, especially when we're seeing exactly how you coming at somebody. You know what I'm saying? You come at somebody hard and they come at you a little bit harder. Be able to take it. Don't wait till the referee gets there and then start pointing out, oh, they poked me in my eye. So I was blinded for a moment. I couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? Don't make up excuses. You know, if you hard, you hard. If you're not, you're not. You know.
yeah.
So I'm gonna
I,
rename her as softer than cotton.
what surprised me is that there and there Miss Deb said that, you know what, since you guys are up for this bulls, we're gonna do with elimination and two of you are eliminated. I literally my mouth was on the ground. I was like, whoa, first day you've not even unpacked your bags. That's problematic.
Well, I thought it was a perfect way to solve it. You know what I'm saying? Because hey,
Yeah,
you both, acting a certain type
Childish.
of way. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You know, you both doing this, but let's see if you can spit out some words. You know what I'm saying?
So I
Let's
did like the way that Rocky came at Miss Debs. And I'm gonna say, if not because of the way she came at Miss Debs, the two of them would have packed their bags home. When she was talking, I was like, wow, the gods. It takes a level of gods for you to talk to somebody that you know that holds all the power.
right,
You know this person holds the power to either destroy you or make you, but you still voiced out how you felt. You know what? That took guts, and I think that's what pricked the buttons of Miss Deb. She was like, you know what? This lady has said what most people cannot say to me because they are either scared of me, uh, you know. And
right,
I that was that was their saving grace because the two of them would have been at home by now.
excuse me.
The two of them would have packed their bags that night and would have been heading home. So this lady was like, I'm not here for the tears. I don't cry, but I'm going to tell you how I feel and how you've made me
Mhm.
feel. And chugged across the table. I was scared for her.
Right. I mean, I commend Rocky for standing up. I mean, she told Miss Deb, she said, you asked me, am I the type to fight? She said, I didn't fight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So she was letting her know, hey, I followed your rules. I don't see why I should be the one leaving. I followed your rules. You asked me about my personal background. I cleared up any question right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, Rocky was basically being pursued and a little
Mm-hmm.
harassed by Billboard Baby
Yeah.
because Billboard Baby act like she just couldn't get away from Rocky. Like, what was it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that uh, crazy attraction right there. You know, I think that Debbie might have looked at Rocky a little bit like she kind of reminds me of myself. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
speaks up for herself. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't do it in a disrespectful way. She just kind of made Deb think, like, yeah, I did say I don't want no fighting. No, you didn't put your hand on her, but yet Billboard Baby feels like she could put her hand on your mouth. Like, what the heck? So, yeah, under those
I was so
rules, yeah,
yeah.
under that, yeah, I understand Deb's decisions.
And I was surprised that at the end of the day, she asked them to have a battle. And man, Rocky ate that up. And I was happy for her.
Hmm.
And the part I didn't like was when Billboard Baby decided to use her hand and close her mouth. I'm like, what? That didn't sit well with me. And I was happy that they sent her home.
Yeah,
I was
me
happy
too.
because I believe that if that lady was not, if she wasn't sent back home to,
Yeah, well, nobody's trying to catch a case. You know what I'm saying? We're here to rap. We're not here to catch a case. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Billboard Baby was just that, a baby. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Rocky looked like she kind of been through some things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm glad they sent Billboard Baby home because she would have became a bigger problem by next week,
yeah.
probably with Rocky or somebody else. You know,
Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just
So,
went, it seems like I went off.
oh, okay. No, I can hear you. So, yeah, I'm glad of Miss Deb's decision.
Yeah, I'm glad because I knew if she was still in the house till whatever, she was gonna cause more havoc. She was gonna enter into more fights. So
Exactly.
it was good. that she was cut off then. But you know what they say? One man's one man's failure is another man's blessing. That's what happened to Hot Chalk. Sure.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
maybe it was just fate. Maybe it was just fate, and fate knew that Hot Chalk needed to be in that house, and was like, you know what? As she went, called her up, and she came. But it seems like she's another piece of trouble
yeah.
because immediately she came in, her and Rocky were already like Philly girls, exchanging it. I was like, no. But I love the way the girls rallied around Rocky to remind her, you know what, you've already gone towards it,
Right.
and and I think that they know that she's very out there. Like her first thing is to defend.
Hmm.
She's very defensive, and I think a lot of people use that because that's what Billboard Baby wanted to use against her. That time she was rapping and she used her hands to close her mouth. That was what she was aiming, or she was hoping that Rocky was gonna do. That Rocky was gonna, explode and literally probably, you know, punch her or slap her, and she will now be like, "Oh, it was not even up to that. Why are you slapping me?" That kind of thing. She wanted to use her weakness against her, and I think that
Right.
that was what Hot Chalk wanted to do too, knowing that she would have been agitated and she would have. So I was glad that the girls rallied around her, those that were together at the first day, rallied around her and being like, you know what, don't go down that road. You already got delivered from one. Why do you want to put yourself in another situation
Right.
too?
Right. It seemed like Hot Shot came in as the biggest fan of Rockies. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like, "Oh, we should collab and whoop whoop whoop," and
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, this is a competition. Like, let me get my foot through the door, and then maybe check you out later on. But I got to concentrate on me first. You know, and if I can bring you in, if you good, I can bring you in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like,
Mm-hmm.
you get a really good job and your friends find out and they like, hey, give me a job, give me a job. They ain't got no damn experience. you know? it,
Yeah.
it just seemed like she was like her number one fan, like almost a stalker. You know what I'm saying? And then you get mad because I'm
Yeah.
not acknowledging you. Like, what the heck? Rocky is getting it from every angle. Like, what is it? What's in the air? You know what I'm saying? Dang. But yeah, that was just kind of crazy.
I I do hope that it doesn't turn bad. But this episode too, we saw Miss Deb come in with the mentor, and they decided
Hmm.
to do a canvas. And I didn't expect all the ladies to remove all their wigs and their makeup. I didn't expect that because once ladies and removing their makeup, on national TV,
Yeah.
you're gonna see my ugly side. People do not
Right.
believe that women would do that, and I was happy that they did do it. I was
Yeah,
happy
me
that
too.
all the ladies did do it, and it shows their determination that they wanted to be there.
Right. And I mean, I was happy that they did it. I didn't think that I felt that some of them were going to do it, but not really all of them. You know what I'm saying? And when they did, they kind of broke down the barrier that like we're all human, we all have flaws. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's perfect, you know? So once they did that, I was like, okay, see, all this stuff isn't needed. You know what I'm saying? All these things aren't needed in order just for you to be you. It's okay to do it every now and then, but to do it every day of your life, that's a
Yeah.
job, that's work, that's money. You know, that's taken
Mhm.
away from your natural beauty of who God intended you to be.
Away from
We're not all supposed to have long hair, stringy hair, and curly hair. And, you know, I look at it like this. Thank God we got hair. No matter what the texture is. Thank you, God, we got hair. You know? Thank you, God, we have nails. Because nails are important. These girls put all these nails on and a nail break, then they gotta go spend $60 to put a nail back on. It's just like ridiculous. So I'm glad she had this challenge because it brought back the real beauty, the natural melanin
Yeah.
that we all have, that we've all been covering up for so many years.
And it was good to really see who they really are, really, outside the makeup and everything. So it's great. I see, honestly, I love what Miss Debs is doing, and I'm actually so happy that I got to know about the show. Immediately I watched the first episode, I was like, thank you
Hmm.
for bringing about the show because it is a fresh, it's like a fresh thing I'm into, just like something I've never seen before. So it's
Hmm.
great that I got to know this show because it's enjoyable.
Right.
And
But
TV is supposed to be enjoyable.
right. You know who I really
But you know what?
enjoyed during uh the blank canvas challenge? I really
Was
loved
who?
Who Camille. Girl, when she took them teeth out, I
Yeah,
said,
when she
go
removed
on,
her
baby.
teeth.
Yes, I said, go on, baby. Be real. That's right. That's
Mm,
right. You
I
know?
said, oh, when she said, no, when she first said, you know what? You said we should remove everything. I'm gonna show you something. I was like, what the hell? Does she want to tell us? Me, I was going to my head.
What?
And she just removed her teeth. I was like, oh, wow. It took, for me, I said, that is guts.
Yeah.
That is serious guts for her to have done that at that moment. And that at that
Yeah.
moment, that was what made, I'm pretty sure that Miss Deb left that day feeling so happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, a blank canvas means a
Mm,
blank canvas. That means take them eyelashes off, them nails. You know what I'm saying? I thought Deb was gonna break it all the way down to that. Like,
yeah,
let's see who you really are. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I got this beautician that's gonna hook you up with your natural hair. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't happen. That was just in my imagination. you know.
mm,
But I'm just glad that who Camille showed who she really is. And it just made me like her even more, because she was the realest of the real, because she
yeah.
didn't have to. She didn't have to take it that far, but she
Well,
did,
I,
you know.
yeah. And the thing is that it was great because right now I feel like what Miss Deb is doing is like everything that anybody can use against you, let it come out now, so
Right,
as nobody can be able to use it against you. Nobody
right,
can call you out about it. So
right,
let's handle that situation now and now that you're still fresh.
right.
Yeah. So it's a great choice.
Hmm.
I love it. I can't wait for the episode 3.
Yeah, me too. They're going to be in New York, right?
I seriously.
Yeah, with more eliminations. I can't wait
Yeah,
either.
is it New York? I didn't really get that part.
I think it is New York.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
same here. I'm excited to see the
anyway,
next
whether it's New
episode.
York, anywhere, I I'm excited to see how next episode will go and how the ladies would, advance to the next stage. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us on today's episode. Make sure you join us next week again for another review of Deb's House Season 1. video. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinion in the comment section about what was said on this video, and also don't forget to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys same time next week. Don't forget to also join us tomorrow for Love and Marriage Huntsville panel review. I'm pretty sure the episode is gonna be epic, and also as epic as the episode will be, so as our reviews is gonna be. So don't forget to join us tomorrow um for another review and recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.